sober and scared. My night took a dark turn. Story time. Okay, here goes nothing. Video starts, slightly shaky. Mark sits at a small, cluttered desk in a dimly lit room. He looks tired but determined. His eyes dart around nervously. Hey, it's Mark, March 14th, 6 months. 6 months sober, that's gotta count for something, right? He runs a hand through his hair, avoiding eye contact with the camera. I know what you're probably thinking. Oh, another one of these things, but I gotta do this. David, my sponsor, said journaling helps. This is my version of journaling. And maybe, just maybe, if I get this all down, it'll make sense. He sighs, takes a deep breath. Tonight I went out to a bar with some friends from work. I know, probably not the smartest idea 6 months in. But I wanted to prove I could do it, that I could be around it and not, He pauses, fiddling with a pen. It was intense. The noise, the smells, everyone laughing, talking. It was like being submerged in something thick, sticky. I ordered a soda water, felt like an idiot, but I ordered it, and I didn't order anything else. That's a win, right? He forces a smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes. Then it started. He leans closer to the camera, his voice dropping to a near whisper. I heard something, a whisper, like someone was right behind me, breathing down my neck, but no one was there. It just said my name. Mark. That's it. Quiet, almost like I imagined it. He shakes his head. I told myself it was just my anxiety, the stress of being there. But then it happened again, a little louder this time. And I don't know, it felt cold. He shivers involuntarily. I made some excuse, said I wasn't feeling well, and left. Sarah was working tonight, a double shift at the hospital. I didn't want to worry her, but I should have called her. Maybe she would have thought I was crazy too, but at least I wouldn't be alone. The video flickers slightly. Back at the apartment, things got weirder. I started hearing noises, scratching sounds coming from the walls, like something was trying to get in or out. He looks around the room as if expecting to see something, and the whispers, they got louder, more frequent. They weren't just saying my name anymore. They were saying things, nasty things, things I didn't want to repeat, things I didn't want to think. He closes his eyes tightly. I try to tell myself it was just the building, it's old. The walls are thin, probably just rats or something. But the whispers, they were too clear, too personal. He opens his eyes, a look of fear in them. I called David. He listened. He always does. He said it could be pause post-acute withdrawal syndrome. That sometimes, after being clean for a while, old stuff can come back. He told me to double up on my meetings, to meditate, to stay busy. He also said, and I quote, don't do anything stupid. Good advice, I guess. He pauses, listening intently. I started recording everything then, this just in case I was losing it, in case someone needed to know. He fiddles with the camera, adjusting the focus. That first night back from the bar, the power went out, just like that, everything black, except for the street light shining through the window. The scratching got louder, the whispers, they were all around me, like they were inside my head. His voice cracks. I called Sarah. She tried to calm me down, said it was probably just a blown fuse, but I could hear it in her voice. She didn't believe me. She thought I was relapsing, without the drugs. He shakes his head sadly. I slept, or tried to, with all the lights on when the power came back. I had nightmares, terrible nightmares. I saw things I can't even describe. Woke up in a cold sweat, heart pounding. He rubs his temples, his face pale. Then the next morning I found them. He reaches for something off screen, then holds up a piece of paper with a crudely drawn symbol on it. It looks vaguely familiar, but he can't place it. Symbols, scratched into the walls. I didn't do it. I swear to God, I didn't do it. He shows another piece of paper, then another, each with a different symbol, equally disturbing. I looked them up online, couldn't find anything, nothing that made sense. He throws the papers back onto the desk in frustration. That's when I started to think maybe I was losing it. Maybe it was all in my head. He closes his eyes again, takes a deep breath. But then I started seeing things, shadows out of the corner of my eye, hearing footsteps when I was alone, feeling like I was being watched. He opens his eyes, looking directly into the camera. I installed security cameras, cheap ones, but they were something. I had to know. I had to prove to myself that I wasn't crazy. The video cuts to a black screen. A few seconds later, it resumes. Mark looks even more haggard than before. Okay, so I checked the footage. From last night, all of it, hours and hours of nothing. Just me sitting here freaking out. He runs a hand through his hair again, his voice laced with desperation. But then I saw it. The video cuts to a different clip taken from one of the security cameras. The quality is grainy and the lighting is poor. The scene shows a corner of Mark's living room. In the background, for just a split second, a figure appears. It's blurry and indistinct, but definitely there. It disappears almost as quickly as it appears. The video cuts back to Mark. That's it. That's all I got, but it's enough. I know what I saw. It wasn't my imagination. His voice is barely a whisper. The whispers, they're getting worse. They tell me things I don't want to do, things I shouldn't do. They tell me I'm weak, that I'm a failure, that I'll never be sober. He covers his ears with his hands. I can't take it anymore. The video flickers violently, the audio distorting. Mark looks increasingly agitated. They want me to. He stops, his eyes wide with terror. They want me to let them in. He stands up abruptly, knocking over his chair. He starts pacing the room, muttering to himself. No, I won't do it. I'm stronger than this. I'm sober. He stops pacing, his eyes fixed on something off screen. Who's there? He moves towards the unseen object, his hand outstretched. I said, who's there? The video cuts out again. When it resumes, Mark is sitting on the floor, surrounded by broken glass. His face is scratched and bleeding. He's breathing heavily, his eyes wild. Sarah, she came over. She heard me yelling. She tried to help, but I didn't recognize her. I thought she was one of them. He starts to cry. I hurt her. I didn't mean to. I swear I didn't. He looks up at the camera, his face contorted with grief and guilt. The police, they took me away. They asked me questions. I tried to tell them what was happening, but they didn't believe me. They just looked at me like I was crazy. He wipes his face with his sleeve. They let me go. Said I needed to see a shrink. Said I was having a breakdown. He laughs bitterly. A breakdown. Is that what they call it now? When something evil is trying to take over your mind. He looks around the room, his eyes darting nervously. I'm back here now. Alone. The whispers are louder than ever. They're telling me it's too late, that I can't fight them. He starts to shake uncontrollably. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's real anymore. He leans closer to the camera, his voice a desperate whisper. Please, if anyone sees this, please believe me. I'm not crazy. Something is happening, something terrible. He looks around the room one last time, his eyes filled with terror. They are here. They're getting closer. The video starts to glitch violently, the audio becoming distorted and unintelligible. Mark screams. The video abruptly cuts to black. A faint whisper can be heard, "You're one of us now." The recording ends.